Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? She's pink, she has a mech, she sings while committing violence. So why would anyone skip Aemeath? Simple. This video exists as your emotional support blanket. If your Astrite count is sobbing, your wallet has gone into witness protection, or you were just trying to survive banner season with your sanity intact. These are 10 completely reasonable, extremely logical, definitely not cope-filled, deeply FOMO-soaked reasons to skip Ayame in Wuthering Waves. Watch responsibly, cope aggressively. Let's be honest for a moment. Ayame feels like she was engineered in a lab specifically to annihilate financial discipline. Hyper-saturated pink aesthetic, idle energy turned up to 11, a giant robot that drops in unannounced like it owns the place. On paper, she is exactly what a gacha trailer is designed to sell. And yet here you are, hovering over the pull button, heart racing, Astrite trembling, brain desperately negotiating for permission to do absolutely nothing. Good news, that permission slip is this guide. This is not a hate piece, this is not a doom post. This is a survival manual for banner season. These are 10 totally logical, extremely reasonable reasons to skip Ayame, delivered straight into your ears so you can nod along and whisper, "Yeah, that makes sense actually," while closing the wish screen. Hey, Ayame is coming in a few days. Not only are you going to need to pull her, but you also need her weapon, and maybe either Lupa or Chisa. That's a lot considering that there aren't a lot of Astrites available. If you need some help with farming Astrites, check out my loot bar link down in the description and pinned comment for cheaper than in-game top-ups. Loot bar offers up to 25% discounts, plus an extra 10% off when you use my link. It is widely used by WUWA players, has strong Trustpilot ratings, and supports DIY top-ups on your PC or mobile, where you get the discounts without sharing your password to do it. If you're looking to top up and save big, Loot Bar is a straightforward and secure way while supporting the channel. So let's get back to it. First, let's talk about gameplay, because at some point you do have to press buttons. Ayame's rotations are less like combat and more like attending a very expensive concert where the boss occasionally interrupts. Between cinematic ultimates, camera hijacks, dramatic poses, and mech entrances that demand your full attention, you are not playing Wuthering Waves so much as observing it. Entire boss mechanics pass by while you are locked into animations thinking about dinner. If you enjoy active combat, tight reactions, and actually controlling your character, this can feel less like an action RPG and more like a high-budget cutscene marathon. Skipping her is not poverty. It is a lifestyle choice rooted in interactivity. Then there is the lore situation, which is where things start getting spiritually inconvenient. Depending on how deep you go, Ayame is functionally invisible to most of the world. She interacts, fights, sings, and sacrifices herself in ways that suggest she is not entirely present. You are, in effect, rolling premium currency on a character whose existence is questionable. Some people pull for power, some pull for personality. You are allowed to say you pull for characters that are acknowledged by the surrounding reality. Immersion matters. This is self-care. Now let's address the mobile player experience, because this is not a joke. Ayame's visual effects are aggressive. The mech is aggressive. The particles are aggressive. Your phone did not consent to this. Frame drops, thermal throttling, and the quiet fear that your device might achieve sentience and shut itself down are all part of the package. Skipping her is not weakness, it is fire safety. You are protecting your hardware, your battery health, and potentially your home. There is also the issue of elemental saturation. Fusion characters keep showing up like it is a clearance sale. At some point, the roster starts to blur into a single long heat wave. If your account already leans heavily into fusion damage, adding another one does not feel exciting. It feels redundant. Wanting elemental variety is not contrarian, it is roster management. Sometimes the most responsible play is waiting for something that does not glow red and explode. Visual clarity is another casualty here. Aemeath's kit is spectacular, but spectacular does not always mean readable. Between explosions, lights, effects, and mech limbs crossing the screen, it becomes genuinely difficult to parse what is happening. Are you parrying, dodging, or just witnessing interpretive dance? Hard to say. If you value being able to see enemy tells, attack windows, and your own positioning, skipping her is a perfectly rational response. Then we arrive at the name problem, which sounds fake but becomes very real the longer you talk about her. Every time you say Aemeath out loud, someone will mishear you. Every time you say the word meaty on stream, your chat will derail. You will spend more time clarifying terminology than explaining mechanics. Hunger will occur, focus will be lost, rotations will suffer. You are allowed to skip a banner for the sake of conversational efficiency. Power considerations also matter, and this is where the signature weapon discussion enters the room. Aemeath without Everbright Polestar works, but Aemeath with Everbright Polestar is the version people are actually reacting to. Ignored DEF effects change the math significantly. If you are not prepared to chase a weapon banner, you are choosing to play a louder, flashier, but noticeably restrained version of the character. Deciding not to engage with that dynamic is not being cheap, it is understanding opportunity cost. There is also a growing theory that deserves attention. Some players believe the girl is not the character, the mech is. If this is true, then you are not pulling an idle pilot. You are pulling a very emotional construction vehicle. If that idea does not spark joy, then the skip becomes obvious. You can appreciate the design without committing to the lawn care lifestyle. Lore again sneaks back in with emotional damage. Aemeath's memories involve absence, erasure, and the unsettling idea of being forgotten. Characters phase through her. She phases through time. Her presence is defined by loss. This is beautifully written, but it is also heavy. If your daily gameplay loop is meant to be comfort, routine, and farming echoes without existential dread, skipping her is a mental health decision. Finally, there is the thematic weight of her sacrifice. Aemeath gave up everything. Her existence is debt. Playing her means constantly engaging with that idea. Not everyone wants their DPS rotation to double as a meditation on non-being. Sometimes you just want someone who hits things and goes home. Wanting emotional neutrality in your damage dealer is valid. At the end of the day, skipping a banner does not mean you lost. It means you chose. Whether you are out of Astrite, avoiding weapon banners, protecting your phone, or simply not vibing with the concept, these reasons exist to keep you grounded. Use them freely, deploy them confidently, repeat them until the pull urge passes. And if you're still skipping, congratulations, you have achieved peak Copium. Let me know which excuse you're using today. And remember, the strongest unit in any gacha is self-control. As always, if this video resonated with you, please leave a like and subscribe. Ring that bell for massive gacha luck and maybe a sandwich. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you in my next video drop. Goodbye.